Hey guys, what's going on? Inception here and welcome to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, we have 3 storyline cards to review today, all the level 15 cards. Now, I would have uploaded these earlier, but as you guys know, I need a break from the gameplay sometimes whenever I am doing stuff for gameplay-oriented stuff in Fifa for the YouTube channel, so you guys understand the whole deal with that. But, ladies and gentlemen, we are taking a look at a level 15 storyline card by the name of Gil Diaz, or Jill Diaz, not really sure exactly how to pronounce his name, but ladies and gentlemen, we're taking a look at a card that is 6 foot tall with high work rates, left-footed with 4-star skill moves and a 4-star weak foot. In regards to traits, he does not have any traits, no finesse shot trait, no outside foot shot trait. Those are mainly the important ones. In regards to in-games, he has 88 acceleration with 96 sprint speed. That could be something that you may want to potentially improve if you want to play him on the side positions or in the side positions. In regards to shooting, he has 86 attacking positioning, which in this game could actually mean that it could be good. I don't know. It's just personal preference, really. If I've used players that have 99 attacking positioning and they don't utilize empty space that well, so he could still be one of those players that still moves into space really nicely. He has 84 finishing, but he has 94 shot power, 94 long shots with 83 composure. So, I mean, there was a couple of things you could do with this card in regards to chemistry styles, and it's two, right? Obviously, it's going to be the engine chemistry style or the sniper chemistry style because of some of the stats that are missing with this card. But in regards to passing, his base card stats for passing actually look fine as well. You don't necessarily need to improve it. You definitely could with one of the chemistry styles that I'm going to be suggesting. In regards to dribbling, it's good that his base of agility is at 93 with 93 ball control, 93 dribbling, but reactions in ball control at 81 and 82 is not necessarily the greatest. So the two chemistry styles that I'm thinking of, obviously, for this game is going to be the sniper chemistry style to give him the plus 15 for finishing as well as a plus 5 for attacking positioning. We would have to compensate for the fact that he has 88 acceleration with 96 sprint speed, but you would also be boosting his balance by a plus 5, reactions by a plus 5. You're making his agility perfect, ball control, dribbling perfect, or close to perfect, and then his composure would be a plus 5 as well. Or you can give him the engine chemistry style for that plus 10 in balance, plus 5 for acceleration, plus 3 for sprint speed, and a plus 10 for long passing. So it really just depends on how you see yourself lining up with this card in game. We're not going to be giving him any chemistry style just yet because we're going to see what is going to be the best to use on this card in regards to how he performs in game, because it'll be noticeable whether or not I care to have the extra acceleration or to not have it, because honestly, with his finishing being at 84, it could be something that you want to improve. But again, he does have 94 shot power, and the finishing in this game is pretty linear anyway, so it's not necessarily a big deal. He does have 88 stamina, so if you're using him in any of the attacking positions, he could play those positions perfectly fine without a problem. So obviously, for nowadays, with the way that Team of the Seasons exists and everything, he's probably not necessarily ideal in regards to being a level 15 card, but a fun card regardless, because for me, Sentimental Value FC, he is a Portuguese player. So we are going to be trying him out in the left attacking mid starting off in the game. Again, being left-footed with a 4-star weak foot on the left side could be a cool thing to try out. He doesn't necessarily have the finesse shot trait, so nothing to really worry about in regards to that. In regards to instructions, we'll just have him on balance, just like we do for the other cams. We have, I'll put just stay central for Quaresma here, and then we'll just put stay central for Quaresma, and yeah, we'll just try him on the balance instructions and see how he plays. So let's get into a game, see how he plays. Hopefully he's a beast. Okay, so we'll be trying him out in the left attacking mid position, then we'll just rotate him accordingly. Okay, he already starts making that run right there. Oh, he actually looks massive in game. A little bit of a drag in regards to touches that he takes. His height will actually be very helpful, though. I will say that much. Does he cut inside at all when we're attacking in the middle areas? Let's check. See how Rafa starts to transition into the middle a little bit? That's what I love my left and right attacking mids to do. Does he do it here? He doesn't because of the way Bernardo Silva moves. So we have to take those into consideration too, right? Quaresma on his strong foot. Obviously, Quaresma, the best player in the world, scoring a nice little near post opportunity right there. So in regards to what I'm noticing so far with the card, it's very obvious that you need to give him the dribbling boost because he kind of does like those those push touches, and it mostly feels like it's coming from his balance. So it could be a situation where you may want to give him an engine chemistry style to increase his dribbling as much as possible and just forget about the fact that he has the 84 finishing in regards to making him more usable. But yeah, I mean, his height will definitely be noticeably good to have in certain situations, but I don't see him often cutting inside just yet, so we're going to have to keep experimenting with that. There you go, I did a little bit right there. That's actually solid. It's more in the middle positions that I like them to do it a little bit more consistently, you know? But you have to kind of judge how your cam is moving with them as well, because that obviously influences it. Yeah, he cuts inside right there again. Nice. Yeah, he's cutting inside right here too. He's right in the middle. He already made that aggressive run. Let's see if I can work with that, actually. Yeah, sticks to the middle again. Nice. It's a personal preference of mine for the players to do that because... you know, naturally they're going to go to the sides anyway. So as long as they go into the middle to utilize empty space whenever they can, it's definitely ideal. I'll be honest with you guys. It feels like you could give him an engine, right? But I don't know if I'm really going to give a crap about his acceleration that much in regards to improving it. I do feel like his attacking positioning needs to be at +5 because I feel like if it's at an 86, it might not be ideal. But so far... it almost feels like I want the sniper more than the engine. Alright guys, so we're going to go ahead and try him out with the sniper chemistry style this time. So we're going to be giving him the +15 for finishing, +5 for attacking positioning, as well as the dribbling boost. Now I'm going to see, because of his base of 93 agility, I want to see if the dribbling will be good enough with just a +5 for balance and reactions. Because ball control and dribbling is pretty up there as well in regards to him being more responsive in games. So we'll see how that works out. His dribbling feels... It's one of those things that because I'm playing at nighttime, his dribbling is good enough in my opinion, but you definitely feel the balance part of the card because of the 6-foot height that he has. But I feel like he could compensate well for it. Oof! Quaresma is too saucy, my boy. I mean, I can tell you guys this much right now. He's definitely a hybrid in regards to movement, like attacking AI-wise. He's like a 50-50 of cut inside and stay wide. He does stay wide more often than I would like him to. Even in this situation right here, you can kind of see, kind of like sticks to that position. But it kind of makes sense for how the team is moving in general. It's just that, you know, there is a better attacking AI is what I'm trying to say. But it's definitely incredibly usable to have a 50-50 player for sure. But yeah, I mean, I could already tell that that off-the-ball movement is not necessarily going to be super ideal for me. I do want to try him out in the striker position, actually, because of the fact that he has the height on his card. I always let you guys know in regards to off-the-ball movement that if a player is at the very least 50-50 in regards to doing the cut inside and the stay wide, it is perfectly fine. Because it makes the card incredibly usable, but it's just not a personal preference of mine in regards to full meta. Actually gets into position quite quickly there in the striker spot. Has rotation policy with other players. You can see that he's kind of playing the cam position right now. Does make that run right there, which is solid. Let's try it on a nice little shot right here. So obviously with him being a left-footed player, increasing the finishing as much as possible, as well as having good base shot power, he's able to score that opportunity. So nice little goal right there, actually. He has potential to be an incredibly usable striker because of the increased attacking positioning with the sniper chemistry style and the high work rates. You know, it could be a very good balance in your team, to be honest. The way he's positioned right now is nice. He's going to utilize his side position. He doesn't. On Stay Central instruction, he's playing it really nicely. I like Stay Central on players like him because he's tall and he has a little bit of physical capabilities because of his height mostly. So that's pretty solid. I like the way that he's responding to my dribbles as well when I'm kind of going through the middle over here. You can kind of see, again, the rotation policy. He's kind of like playing in the left attacking mid position in that situation. Goes back into the middle pretty quickly, which is nice. Let's try a right-footed strike here. Okay, so right-footed strike, obviously, because he doesn't have the 5-star weak foot, isn't going to be as effective. You know, when you use a player like Diogo Jota, you know, the 5-star weak foot definitely makes an incredibly huge difference. So it's going to be mostly one of those cards that because of his 4-star weak foot, you do want to get him mostly on his left foot. It's a shame he doesn't have the outside foot shot trade because it would have been very, very helpful in situations like that. How do you move here? Like I said, he's actually responding to my dribbles really nicely in the striker position. Yeah, chooses an aggressive run right there when he should. In those situations, what you want to do is you kind of want to take that first-time touch, spam L1 so he kind of faces the net, and you can just do a through ball pass to him. So yeah, he's definitely incredibly usable in the striker position. You could definitely expect him to always rotate with other players. His acceleration and sprint speed in that area is perfectly fine, as well as his balance not being necessarily the greatest. And because of the sniper chemistry style boosting his composure, it could be very good for those really tight situations. So the only problem that I really have so far with it is the weak foot in the striker position. Skill moves don't really come off that quickly off with this card, but that makes a lot of sense, obviously. Rafinha actually had 4-star skill moves, and he was moving really fast. With your right foot again. Yeah, not a bad strike that time. That one was okay, but again, you don't really want to get the ball on their right foot, if at all possible. You kind of want to be able to get it on their strong foot, because without the 5-star weak foot, 5-star weak foot's huge for the striker position. He's not really going to consistently hit those, right? I think Bernardo Silva is like one of the few players that I like, regardless of the fact that he has the 3-star weak foot, because he just compensates so well with his dribbling, just being super responsive. Just a great player when he ends up actually shooting the ball too. It's not too bad. How do you move off this pass here? Okay, so he runs straight, but then he goes back into position quickly. Okay, that's good. Let's try a finesse shot with him here. Not a bad finesse shot. His animation's a little bit strange right there off of the drag back, but it's okay. Okay, so the last position that I want to try this card out in is going to be the cam position now. So we'll use Bernardo Silva off to the right side. He likes to cut inside a lot with Quaresma up top in the striker position. I feel like if I want to use him as a cam, I would sacrifice the finishing and give him an engine to improve his balance, just to make him really responsive to open up space for other players, but the high work rates with his stamina right now is actually working out really nicely. I feel like he's moving around the pitch decently, but so far I would just give him the usable rank. Still better than a player like Rafael Leao, that's for sure. He's one of those cams that like to stick to the side, eh? Okay, I can work with that. He's doing that because Bernardo Silva loves to cut inside on the sides. He loves it, dude. He's not stagnant at all. Really aggressive on the attack, too. He's playing the cam position, but it's almost as if he's like a secondary striker, you know? Ooh, we get on his left foot. Yeah, once you get on his left foot, it's powerful strikes, man. Alright guys, so final verdict on the Gil Diaz card is that it's a very interesting card. It's incredibly usable. He's not a terrible card by any means. I do think that I recommend the sniper chemistry style over the engine chemistry style, just because I would like the finishing on the card, because his base shot power of 94 with 99 finishing, once you get the ball on his left foot, he actually takes really powerful and accurate strikes, right? So definitely food for thought when it comes to using this card. Now, again, because his weak foot is not a 5-star weak foot, or, you know, he doesn't have the outside foot shot trait, it definitely can be a hindrance of the card, but the 4-star weak foot definitely makes it incredibly usable. It's just to have essentially perfect strikers or perfect cams to score those certain opportunities. I felt like it was okay to have the 88 acceleration with 96 sprint speed. It didn't feel like I needed to improve it, to be honest. Maybe in certain situations, if his attacking AI was consistently cutting through the middle, maybe I would give him the engine chemistry style with the hopes of me not affecting his attacking positioning without the +5 on it from the sniper chemistry style, right? So I feel like it's just one of those things where you have to give him a sniper chemistry style to compensate for the composure being low, for the balance and stuff being low, but At the same time, if he uses sniper chemistry style, you should expect his balance to not necessarily be the best. But again, he compensates well for it because of the 80 strength and 6-foot height that he had. In regards to which position I liked using him best in, I kind of liked him in the cam position. He was always attacking, so, you know, depending on the situation in the game, that type of positioning is very, very important to open up the space in the defense. You don't want stagnant players when people are playing super defensive, right? So a card like this is nice to have there. He was okay in the left attacking position, but I find myself often in situations where I would get a shot with his right foot, which I wouldn't prefer. And I feel like when I played him in the cam position, I often found him more on his left side than his right side. But like I said, guys, it's just one of those things where it's like if you find yourself in that situation where you do get him on his left foot, it is obviously more ideal. But the card's fun, man. I don't regret getting it. It's not a terrible card by any means. His off-the-ball movement on the side is like a 50-50, so it's incredibly usable in regards to that. And he's definitely usable in the striker and cam position. So for me, as a Portuguese player, I'll definitely keep it. I didn't keep Rafael Leão's card because he was so terrible, but this card I'm definitely willing to keep in my team. So that's going to be the first storyline review that we do today, guys. I'm going to do a bulk render of all three of them. So, yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this review. I'll catch you guys for the next one. Peace out, dudes. Love you guys.